Salutations, Proboscis2 here with a look at an unfinished hack I'm working on called Indiana Jones and the Caped Crusader, a hack of LEGO Batman for the Wii that adds most of the levels from LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. The playable levels, anyways, and makes it so that you can at least get to the end of each room and traverse to the next one. However, there were some that I had to cut out because I could not find ways to fix so that you can play them. So, yeah. The reason this is on the Wii is because it turns out that the Wii versions of Indiana Jones and Batman, Lego that is, actually have a higher rate of compatibility than the PC version. They don't crash as often, except for Well of Souls A and B so far. Those are the only ones that have crashed, and I think, oddly enough, it's because they have the snake crawlies in them. That doesn't cause the PC version to crash, as I've shown footage of one of those levels working. No, Well of Souls A2. I had to cut that one too. I've shown footage of that one on my channel before, so we know that works on PC, but it doesn't on Wii. So that's odd. But anyways, let me get this started. I'm going to play through what I have finished so far and talk about what I would like to change. So, new game. I had to, in order to get the Indiana Jones levels to fit, take out all the cutscenes in LEGO Batman, as well as LEGO Indiana Jones. This is a purely gameplay-based hack. If you want to watch the cutscenes, look them up on YouTube. That's the best advice I can give you. Let's see. I also had to cut most of the Indiana Jones characters, and I cut out the vehicle levels from Batman. So all the characters from the vehicle levels, the mini-kits, the mini-kit models, those are considered characters by the game. And yeah, I had to do the same thing for Indiana Jones. I'm planning on mostly reusing vehicles from LEGO Batman levels in LEGO Indiana Jones levels to save character slots, but there are some cases where I had to add certain vehicles back in to Indiana Jones levels. Case in point. Okay, so I should talk about these obstacles. So I edited the Git files for the levels so that if you take out the sections of the obstacles in the Git files where it says this object is a parent of an obstacle. No, you don't know, because I'm terrible at explaining things, but basically if you take out where it says it's a parent of and a child to, you can make it so that obstacles work themselves out, so you don't have to do the puzzles. And that's going to be most of this hack, because I actually don't know how to make it any other way. I was thinking of maybe making it so that you have to fight a bunch of characters in each room to get the puzzles to solve themselves, but I don't know how to do that. I'm sure there's some of you who know how to do that. I don't. So yeah, I had to make this door go down by itself. I added the raft back in. So that's what I meant by case in point earlier. And here is where you start to notice that the AI in this hack so far is incredibly stupid. Like, look at them all jumping to that one spot. And I need a character that can get on ropes for this. Make sure it's recording my voice. Ah! Yeah, it is. So, damn. Crocodiles. I have to, at this moment, switch to another character to get one to come up here, because the AI doesn't know what it's doing. And maybe I should just make it so that that door is already open, but I want to preserve as much as the original puzzles as possible. But there are certain things from LEGO Indiana Jones that do not work in LEGO Batman. Case in point, picking up objects. Well, actually, I'll show you this. Picking up objects with a whip, heavy objects that is, actually does still retain some of its functionality. Watch what happens when I try to put it down, though. I don't know if you saw that, but, well, because it was so close up to this fucking spider web, but let me just do that again. It doesn't put it anywhere near, it just throws it. I think it's because it shares functionality with the, what is it, the super strength items in Lego Batman. But anyways, somebody else discovered that. Barrio the Weird discovered that, I think. And what you have to do to make characters be able to pick up heavy items like that is set them as variant Catwoman and then give them a whip. So this removes the spikes that I've already removed. That was one of the most frustrating things about this hack thus far. So yeah, pretty much, if you want to port Indiana Jones content to Lego Batman, the Wii version is the way to go. Unfortunately for Star Wars content, you can't, because the Wii version of Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga uses entirely different formats for all of its assets, so no hope there. And coming up here is a little cryptic part that I had to, well, I didn't have to keep it in, but I didn't want to mess with it any further. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, open that. By the way, I'm using Barrio the Weird's text file for Indiana Jones from his crossover pack. That's why Indy has a gun. So credit to him where credit is due. You have to walk through these rocks at this point. Like, they're not even solid, so I'm thinking about leaving it like that. It's sort of like an Indiana Jones thing. Like, it's cryptic, and this section is already going off. R2-D2 is the only Star Wars character that'll be available in this hack. If it even gets released. I don't know yet. It's not up to my current standard, I don't think. I really want to find a way to make these obstacles be able to not just be solved automatically, and make it so that it's actually a game, not just running through a level. But I also want to rework the AI because it's so dumb. Okay, they're following me right now. Because you need 2 characters for this part up here. 2 characters that can climb on ropes, and they don't always come with you. What is he doing right now? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. Robin's gonna get hit. So yeah, as mentioned before, there's a limit to how many levels you can add and how many characters you can add to the LEGO games, at least these early ones. And so to compensate, I took out the vehicle levels, which normally you would not be able to add Indiana Jones characters to, because there were no vehicle levels in Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. Although you could probably make it so that the vehicles you got into and out of in normal levels were playable on their own, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so here I just made these pieces available. First thing, you don't have to use these. Oh, whoa. And as soon as I build that, the level's going to end. Watch. So we have the full Lost Temple level in Lego Batman now. And we also have Cafe Raven and Well of Souls. Not Well of Souls, but Cairo Streets to show you. I am using a gecko code to unlock every character right now, so that's why they're all unlocked. I guess I should show you the changes I made to the hub. Well, actually, I don't know if I have it set so that yeah, That's fine. I don't know if I have it set so that uh, the Barnett College is the load game level, but we'll see. It's going to be annoying how every time it sends you back, it sends you back as Batman and Robin and not the characters you were playing as. I guess I could fix that by making them villain levels, but that would cause me... Okay, no, it's not. Well, it might be. I'd have to... exit this level for that, but... Okay, so right... It only seems to load the Batman characters right now. I don't know why, but I made it so it loads characters from random map, or random map characters, rather than just, Batgirl, Nightwing, Alfred, Batman, and Robin. So that's why the goons are in here. Let's go back to Cave E. I can't remember if I did that for this area too. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I did. I added, for this hack, I added some of the animals that you ride to the collection just because I think it's funny, but I haven't seen any Indiana Jones characters or any of those animals in the Batcave at this point. So, okay. I replaced the background for the map, not the map, but the Batcar's computer with the map from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that looks kind of nice, I suppose. But here is Cafe Raven. Again, no cutscene, because this is a purely gameplay focused hack. No cutscenes. I even deleted the ones that are pre-rendered, so you can't watch those either. Okay. Hurry up, game. I'm just gonna... Well, I guess there's no point in cutting it out now because I was talking over it. I was gonna say I might as well just cut out the loading screens. I think I'll do that for the rest of them, but anyways. So this is a fight with Major Tote, and none of the characters who have guns, other than Indy, or the characters who are supposed to have guns yet, because I haven't added them in. It's strange how the anim includes work, or I'm not even sure it has anything to do with the anim includes in these games, but Major Tote runs to this one spot of the level, and he never leaves it, which means you can, well, normally you can knock 3 hearts out of him, but when you push him into that door, he then starts, doing his normal programming again. I don't know why. And there's the Sherpa machine gunner. He doesn't have a gun, so we can do that. Kill him. Major Tote doesn't have a gun either. Kill him, and it takes you to the next part of the level. Sometimes these levels don't load their particle effects, and I'm not sure why, but you can see the building that's supposed to be on fire isn't. It still kills you, though. So, I don't think I added this vehicle back in. Let's see. But you can see the llamas are still there, because they were also a character in Batman for some reason. Do you know if you open up the text file for, I think it was Arkham Asylum, the bonus level in LEGO Batman, Indiana Jones and Brody are listed as the players for that level, but since it's a bonus level, it never loads players for story mode. So yeah. Also, Indiana Jones and Brody's data doesn't exist in the game's files, so it wouldn't be able to load them anyways. Okay. So you gotta do that thing that you would normally do with the snowplow with the llamas. For all the security, the enemy security doors, I just made them open automatically. Okay, mini kit. I also made this happen automatically, since you can't pick up and place objects normally. And here was a part I couldn't fix. So you just have to glide with the penguin to fix this part. Here we go. And I could move on to the next part, but I kind of want to see if... Nah, he won't. I was going to say, I kind of want to see if Santa Claus still works, but I don't think he will. Okay. Again. Well, not again. I don't know how to fix the whip animations, but I think I've seen somebody get those working the way they're supposed to. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think there's a way to fix that. I'm just not sure how. There's no way to open this shrine. Well, I think if there's a way you can see if you can make obstacles open or be completed by themselves automatically. And the way to do that is to remove the git file from the folder containing the level files. Like, just make a new folder inside that folder and put the git file in it so it doesn't load it. And if the obstacle you're trying to make complete itself automatically doesn't resolve itself automatically that way, then there's no way to fix it. As far as I know, anyways. But let's see, here's where Luke Skywalker would normally be. I cut out all the Star Wars characters except for R2-D2. I debated and I tested out using Lego Star Wars 1 animations for C-3PO, but they were still a little glitchy, so I didn't feel like using them. Here's a level that's frustrating in this version because you can't use the it's funny, the keys in Lego Indiana Jones are actually referred to as techno gizmos in the git files. If you've watched John Burton's video on the the James Bond, Lara Croft, and Indiana Jones test animations for Lego games, then you'd know that they were working on Lego Batman first, but then they pushed it off to do Lego Indiana Jones for 7 months. And then they started working on Batman again. So obviously they came up with the techno panels before the keys, and then the keys replaced the techno panels in Indiana Jones. So, but you can't use the ones that don't already have the keys in them. So, which means we have to find another way to complete this. And let me see if I can remember how I did. Otherwise, I would have cut this part. I think it was... Let me try. Get up there. It's like you jump up here and then you slide off that and jump on that ledge and then jump to the rope. Ugh. There is another way to beat this though, and it's with Penguin. Sometimes, only sometimes, you can glide across this and most of the time you slide off. Get up there. Get it. Yes. Okay, we can skip this. But, you know, that's one of the things with the AI is that they do not follow you when they're supposed to. Like for this part where, well, I can't even show it right now, but let me see if I can, no. For this part where they both have to stand on this pad at once, they will not follow you up this rope. They'll refuse to. And if you position one player on the pad and then switch to another one, the player that you just switched from walks off. It's extremely frustrating, and I need to find a way to fix that. So, look forward to that. Some normal looking apples. Is this the one that, yeah, it kills you? I don't know why it kills you. It did that in the original game too. This part still works, fortunately, which means we can end the level. Just use the penguin's detonators. Come on. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's go to the Cairo streets. Okay, here we are at the Cairo streets, and again, I had to make this puzzle so that it completes itself automatically. So this lift works. Go in the door. I don't have much else to say at this point, so I guess I'll just play through the rest of this. If I see anything I need to talk about, I will, but this part completes itself automatically. This part you still need to do a little bit. You know, when I played this game for the first couple of times, I had trouble knowing that this was actually a door. It's just, it looks like part of the background to me. So, yeah. I don't know if there's a way to add the swords for the swordsman back in. I think I saw someone do it once, but I'm not sure. Here's another part coming up that plays itself automatically, and it even has a cutscene. Normally, these obstacles wouldn't be accessible or interactable because they're only Indiana Jones gizmos. I'm so tired right now, I can't even talk. I can't even, like, express in words what I'm trying to say. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm so bad at talking. I shouldn't even do it in videos anymore. Like, you guys would probably be a lot better off if I just, like, went back to the old ways of me just recording a video without any commentary and saying what I had to say in the description, because I could, what's the word I'm looking for? I could elucidate better when I typed it out, but yeah, I'm not a good talker. There's a bridge that I didn't know how to complete, so you have to use a penguin. Or any gliding character, I guess, but do that. Open the door. Some more stuff over there, but I don't feel like interacting with it. I did decide to add some of the characters that were meant to be playable in Lego Indiana Jones. Omar, the Army Intelligence Men. Uh, who else? Santa Claus. Well, he is playable technically, but he doesn't. He has an unused icon and name ID. And who else? There's more, I think. Trying to think of who else I added. I want to get his hat. The penguin. Yeah, there we go. I can't remember who else I added. Oh, the mummy. He has an unused icon. I think that's all the ones I can remember right now. It's probably not it, but those are some of the characters I added back in. And the mummy's actually used in a cutscene in the Indiana Jones, in the beginning of the Cafe Raven level. He's walking around outside Barnett College. Makes me wonder why they didn't make him playable. Like, when you're making a game, and one of the appeals is you can play as a lot of characters, why not add as many characters as possible? It wasn't that hard for me to add them back in. So, okay. Up next is, what? Well of Souls. I actually had to change parts of Wells of Souls. It's not ready yet to be shown. I had to cut out like the first 4 rooms or something. It was ridiculous because either the obstacles wouldn't work or it would crash because of the crawlies. I'm just going to make the first, or the 2 sections of Well of Souls that work part of the Rescue the Ark, but I don't think I have that set up yet. So that's all I have finished level-wise. I guess we can take a look at some characters, maybe, if the icons work, which they don't. So I'll have to guess what everything is. It's probably loading characters right now. That's why it's taking so long. And I guarantee you it's not going to be characters that are interesting to see. It's just the same old stupid fucking Batman characters. So I don't know why it's only those characters. Believe me, if I could change it, I would. You know, I suppose we could see what happens when I select this level, but first, let's take a look at the roster. At least some characters have their icons working. I still need to add proper name IDs. It's going to take a lot of time. Let's just see what happens when I enter this level, because I don't remember if I fixed the world map or not to take you to the right level. I'm going to see what the game is loading. Okay, you can't see it right now. I'm looking at Dolphin's log, and the way you can see what characters is loading is if it says what's not found under the characters directory. It's loading something. Oh, crap, it actually loaded the parts of the level that work. Okay, well, I guess I can play this. We'll keep this going. This is another part where the AI is stupid, though. I think this area works. Let's do this, Marion. I cut out versions of the characters that were near duplicates, so I'm just going to use Marion in her pajamas and normal characters for everyone else. You know, you don't need more than one variant. well, I could. It would be nice to have them, but they take up space that I need to keep in other characters. So I mean, gotta cut someone. God damn, I'm so bad at talking. And then I keep cussing in the videos too. I try not to cuss, but you know, life's been stressful lately. Okay, so I made the boss fight with the snake happen automatically at this part. And this part doesn't work like it's supposed to, so I'm just gonna get out of there. I think that door goes down because of when the boss fight starts, it closes it. And I need Marion for this part. Here, since you can't throw torches, you can just punch him. And it warps you right into Rescue the Ark A. Shoot those Nazis. It's fun. They're not technically called Nazis. They're called enemy soldiers, but, you know, in the movies they were Nazis. So I think, let me see if I can remember how to do this part. I made it so that these pieces of the track were here automatically, so you can do this part of the puzzle. That's good. I need Marion. So it's like, no, I need the penguin to blow up this part. Okay, and pull the lever, and it brings up the stairs. Now I can be Marion and jump up here. And you can't jump from the side to there. It has to be from the front. Damn, get up there. I'm gonna have to redo this. There. No. You gotta get up here. She doesn't run off like she normally does, because, yeah, oh, good. Well, sometimes she runs off the thing. I don't even know what that's called. But, oh, here's another. Oh, it's doing it again right now. I was just talking about how stupid the AI is. And I was doing this shit. Get the fuck up there. Get up there. Okay. I stopped working on this next part. This is where I took a break. So, okay, these doors open. But I don't think the next one. Actually, I think I deleted the. I'm not sure, but I think I removed the git for this file. Because I can't tell, because everything looks fine. I added the staff car back in. I think that normally holds the door, so let me check see if I removed the git file. I think I did, because it said it was not found under the directory in Dolphin's log, but let me check. Yeah, I did. That explains why everything is open, because I stopped working on this part. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to show you for tonight. I'll keep working on this if I feel like working on it. It's kind of discouraging because it's just running through levels. It's not really that exciting, but it's better than nothing. I mean, it's a full-blown hack, so. And I tested all the rooms should load in this. It's just a matter of making sure they all work. So yeah. Let me see if I missed anything I was supposed to mention. I don't think so. I think that's it. So yeah, see you next time.